Okay, hi everyone. So it's Mr. Vera here. I'm gonna kind of walk you guys through the Google form that you guys should have done on what I think is the 18th. I'm not certain. Whatever today is. Yeah, the 18th. Okay, so pretty much when we're talking about probability, if you think of it just as like chance, it's like what are the chances of something happening, right? And then when we do probability, we're always gonna write it as a fraction. The fraction we're gonna focus on is part over whole. Every single time, right? That is our main focus for when we're doing these things, all right? So right here is just like that first problem. If you can't read it, that's fine. You can totally open up your Google form from yesterday. They're still available if you guys want to look at them on your own. If you want to submit it again, that's totally fine. The ones that say for practice right at the top are going to be obviously for practice on, it's just graded for participation. It's not graded on accuracy. The one for today, March 19th, will be graded for accuracy, and you'll only get one chance to look at that and one chance to get it done. All right, so again, for the most part today, what we're focusing on is just part over a whole. So our situation is a jar contains 32 red marbles and 28 blue marbles. What is the probability that a randomly selected marble is red? Okay, so as I was looking through some of your responses, some of you did write the probability statement, which is great. So you said something along the lines of P of red, which is beautiful because that's exactly what we're solving for, right? So it says, what is the probability that a randomly selected marble is red? So that's what we're solving for, the probability of red. Again, when we do probability, we're always looking for the part over the whole. So in this case, our part is going to be the red. And then our whole is going to be however many marbles there are. So if I have a jar, I'm just going to call this a jar. And it has a bunch of marbles in it. Has a bunch of red ones, and it has a bunch of blue ones. Right? Within that jar, I know that I have exactly 32 red, and I have exactly 28 blue. Right? I don't have any pinks, I don't have any oranges, I don't have any yellows. All I have are 32 red and 28 blue. So if I want to know my whole, if I want to know the total number of marbles in that jar, all I'm going to do is add those bad boys together. So 8 and 2 is 10, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I now have 60 marbles total. So that's what we're going to consider our whole, which means that number is the part that's going to go on bottom. So it's something out of 60, right? And in that something, in this case, is just going to be the total number of reds. So if I have 32 reds, right on top, 32. We always are going to write it as a fraction. And since we are doing Google Forms, in order to make it easiest, we're just going to go ahead and write it as just the answer. So we just want to see that fraction. You don't need to write that probability statement. And I know some of us wrote it something like this. If you read the directions, it did say to write it as a fraction. The only other thing we can do is reduce that. So I'm just going to divide by 2 because that's the first number I can think of. So that'll be 16 over 30. You can also divide that by 2, so 8 over 15. That's what we're looking at. Our final answer should have been 8 over 15. All right. Yep, so that's pretty much it for number 1. Again, the main gist of probability is that it's always going to be a part over the whole. Another word for the whole is what we're going to call our sample space. And then our part is considered the event. So it's still just fractions, right? We've been working with fractions as part of the whole for forever now. Now we're just moving on and calling it the event over the sample space. Okay, so now we're looking at number 2. So number 2 is a letter in the word restoration is randomly selected. What is the probability of getting a vowel? Okay, so again, part of the whole or the event over the sample space. My event in this case is going to be selecting a vowel. So I want to know how many vowels are there. And then my sample space is going to be this entire word. So my vowels within the word restoration. LOL. My vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. So all I'm gonna do is go through here and find any A's, any E's, any I's, any O's, or any U's. So R is not a vowel. E, vowel. S, no. T, no. O, yes. A, yes. I, and O. So if I go through there, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, LOL, sorry, I skipped that, 5. So out of the entire word restoration, I have 5 vowels, and then my sample space is just going to be how many letters are in the word restoration. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So all I'm looking for is 5 out of 11 there. You guys did really well on that one. This one, mostly if you missed it, you didn't reduce, or you reduced incorrectly, or you didn't have the format correctly. This one, some of you put 12, I think you just like counted wrong, or maybe I counted wrong. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 11, I'm good. Okay. Are you good?